So can you guys tell us a little bit about your writing process for the album?
It was long. So I don't know how much you know about us. We've been a band for over 10 years now, basically, and we'd like come off the back of we had an album out under a previous name, and we weren't very happy with it. Basically, we didn't stand by it. And so we were very introspective. We were just like, right, where has this gone wrong for us? So we really just put in the graft just to learn how to write songs better. Because we would commonly get told like you're so much better live than you are on your recordings.
Yeah.
So we're like, right, so how do we fix this? So
Mhm.
we must have chucked out like 2 or 3 albums worth of material over the years, just like trying to just improve,
Mhm.
um, find the right sound that we wanted to continue with. Because I think also, so Carl joined in about halfway through when we wrote our album in the previous band, and I
Mhm.
think it shows. I think that the music doesn't really gel very well with his vocal style. So we were just taking the time really just to learn to work better with each other and become more of a cohesive unit.
Mhm.
So yeah, we were chucking out a lot of stuff. We would have like a set list of songs that we would play at
Mhm.
practice. Like there'd be 6 or 7 songs at a time, and then we'd write another one, and then we're like, oh, that's loads better than that one. So that like it would just become a carousel basically. With like
Gotcha.
one comes on and the next one comes off, and but at some point we sort of just had to go like we got to put a stop to this because we can't, six songs doesn't make an album.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So we also think we probably would have had an album recorded in 2020 if it wasn't for COVID.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was probably a blessing in hindsight because it we were able to take stock again.
Mhm.
And then we went and recorded a test single with a new producer, which ended up being Witness, which is the first song on the album,
Yeah.
um, which we were really happy with, and that was really a blueprint to um, go back, finish writing the album, and then we also had some pre-production time with the producer,
Mhm.
and we took a lot of tools away from that, really about again improving the songwriting.
Mhm.
So yeah, at that point we were probably still chucking songs away still a little bit, but then as the days counted down and the deadline was approaching to get into the studio, we're like, right, this is what we've got. How do we bring it all together at the last moment?
Mhm.
So there was a lot of last minute rewrites and things like that. And even in the studio, there's like the last song on the album, A Slow Shift to a Cold Shiver, that really came together like in the 11th hour, really.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's the writing process. It's yeah, we're not prolific songwriters. It's taken a long time, but that's that's it basically.
God damn. So
Yeah.
your process for this album was basically taking your sound and breaking it down, gutting it, and basically just continuously trying to build it back up again and trying to find your definitive sound
Over the
Yeah,
course of 10
that's
years?
over the course of 10 years?
no, not 10 years. So our album in the previous band came out in 2015.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
I wouldn't say that we've been writing since then. I think like honestly, probably like 2018. I think
Okay.
there's yeah, songs on the album that we've recorded, I think would is that fair, Carl? Go back to like
Yeah,
2018.
yeah, they were forming. There's ideas that were being chucked around then that have ended up on the album for sure. I'm not sure if there's any full songs from then. Witness was the one that sort of changed everything when we first wrote that. Like Jamie said, we chucked so many songs away, and then when Witness came along as a song, and it came together really easily and really quickly, and was just different to what we'd done and the stuff we'd been chucking away. And then that was just like, right, I think we found it. I think we
Mhm.
found sort of where we can go with this sound, and there's enough scope here to explore. So we'll just continue with this. So yeah, Witness was the game changer really, and that yeah, probably the ideas for that sort of came around in like yeah, sort of 2018, late 2018.
God
Gotcha.
damn. Wow. So when you guys did finally strike gold with Witness, did you guys have like a third party that you sent it over to? Like, are we, still in our little circle, or was it just kind of everyone coming to the same agreement of, no, this is the sound we should explore?
One of
We
the
actually discussed this,
sorry.
didn't we, Jamie? we discussed it at our last practice session. I don't know how common it is for bands to get in a room anymore every week and jam their music out. You hear a lot of bands being spread across the country and sending ideas across through through Dropbox or whatever it might be. So I don't know how common that is anymore. But that's like it's every week we get together and we're in a room and we write the music together. Tweaks are made outside of that, but like the bulk of the writing is done in the room together. We get to tell each other whether we think the idea is shit or whether it's good, and we sort of go from there. And that's kind of how we operate and how we always have operated. So yeah, why change?
But in terms of the third party, Carl's got a friend that he would send demos to, and he's been strangely prophetic about like everything that's he's like, I love this, and you need to do more of this, but etc. But then he would say like, what was the phrase he said? He's like, "What have you done, Carl?" And then he was like, "This is going to happen if you send it to these people. This will happen," and everything that he said has like come true. He's like our oracle.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's so yeah. To answer your question, there is a third party. His name's David Chettle.
Shout out David. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, sorry, man.
Shout out Daniel.
He just gets called Chet usually. So yeah, shout out to Chet.
That's how. Yeah, I thought it was David.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's wonderful.